Do you think the Lakers are LeBron's top priority?
Yes, he has a right to a life. Michael Jordan had quite a life beyond basketball. Listen, what smart players do is as they get into the last stages, probably the last 4 or 5 years, Tom Brady's doing this. They move into what I would call the mogul stage. The first stage for LeBron was, here's how gifted I am. We're all like, wow. And then people want titles, Grammys, Oscars. That's why Leonardo DiCaprio did a movie with a bear and didn't talk. I got to win an Oscar. Then you win rings, Grammys, Oscars. And then, now you got $100 million net worth. Everybody knows you're great. And that's mogul stage, which is, I still care about acting, but, you know, I'm going to be out of this sport in 4 years, and I'm going to build my brand. It's okay. Listen, LeBron's a smart guy. LeBron gets it. LeBron's like, listen, I can do business in Cleveland, but I can go to dinner, I can go to lunch every day with a big shot in L.A. It's probably a little better for his brand. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but without question, the Lakers are his top priority. But everyone has those side priorities. You know, Steph Curry's getting into the movie business now. Kevin Durant in Golden State is now in Silicon Valley heavy. Like, this is what guys do on the side, but the Lakers are clearly his top priority. I mean, I said it on the show, and I believe Whitlock laughed when he was here that day. If LeBron can take these Lakers, who for the last 5 years have the worst record in the NBA, if he can take this Lakers and take down the Warriors in the next couple of years, I believe that'll solidify him above Jordan as the greatest of all time.
I agree with that. I do. I think that's true.
We had this conversation earlier, and this is the first time that a fan base and an organization is challenging LeBron James. LeBron James has been challenging himself for years. He's been pushing himself. He's been setting the tone for all of his accomplishments. When he went to Miami, whatever he did in Miami, he was going to get his jersey retired. Whatever he did in Cleveland, he was going to get his jersey retired. But in order for him to get his jersey retired as a Laker, he has to bring championships. He has to bring a level of championship for an extended period of time to get him a statue and to get his jersey retired as a Laker. So now this organization and this fan base challenges him rather than him having to continuously challenge himself, which is hard because you get to a point where you have so many accolades and you rest in your own accomplishments. Right. So now he's being challenged by a set of fans that only stand for the best. They only rate success on championships.
And love their last player, Kobe. So, I mean, there's that thing where there's some fans that are like, you're not Kobe.
So now it's a different set. It's a different challenge now. This is a different challenge rather than you have to push yourself all the time.
Well, I think, of course, the Lakers are his top priority. He's a basketball player first. How he was able to put himself in position to be in L.A., to be in movies and do all these other business endeavors is because of basketball. That's the first thing that he is a basketball player, and then he's a businessman after that. He's definitely taken this. I think the one thing about it is if you look at him, he's more relaxed. He's living life. He's going out to dinner with Leonardo DiCaprio, Al Pacino. He signed on to do a movie. HBO picked up the Uninterrupted. He's living life right now. He's in L.A. He's enjoying it, and he has no pressure and no expectations. I mean, if the expectation is just make the playoffs, I mean, that's no pressure for them. They're definitely going to make the playoffs. People thinking him coming to the Lakers is the end of his reign. I don't see it like that. I see it as it's a new beginning, a new chapter for him because people want to say how tough the West is not that tough. You telling me that he's not going to be better than New Orleans? You telling me he's not going to be better than Portland? He's not going to be better than Portland, Memphis, all those teams. He's going to be better. Utah? He's going to be better than Utah.
He jumps as the third best team and just his presence. And then this is a situation where this team is not done yet. This is just the season hasn't started. They haven't finished. It's a blank slate over there. This is an absolute challenge for a guy who has not been who has done basically everything you can do and is trying to set more records, to set a better standard for himself. And basketball is definitely his first priority.
Listen, when Michael Jordan came back to the Bulls at 33, they won 3 titles. Okay, LeBron doesn't have the wear and tear of college. Michael did. They're the same age, right? Okay, Michael broke his foot year 2. LeBron's never had a major injury. The NBA is more of a cardio league than a hand check, collapse on the floor league.
Right now, it's physical.
So LeBron's got also health and wellness is better today than 25 years ago,
Definitely.
20 years ago.
Science is
LeBron's a bigger, stronger athlete than Michael Jordan. You know, it's funny how many people, if you go to look at LeBron last year in his Eastern Conference run, you could make an argument that was the greatest Eastern Conference run statistically, efficiency-wise, he'd ever have. He's still the best player for a minimum of 2 years, I'd bet 3. He's all good.
This idea that he doesn't care about the Lakers is, to me, it's just crazy. Because, remember, he's the one who went outside the box. He's getting laughed at for Lance Stevenson, Rondo, JaVale. I like it. Remember, people laugh when he picked up Mozgov and J.R. Smith in a trade. They ended up winning a title with J.R. Smith, okay, in Cleveland. Like, LeBron, there's a method to his madness, and I firmly believe it. I'm not going to doubt LeBron. I don't bet against Bill Belichick. I'm not doubting LeBron. This is a mind-blowingly bad move for the Rockets. I mean, Colin, think about this. They win 65 games last year. For the first time, Mike D'Antoni's team plays defense. Remember, that was the big story last year. They can lock people down. Twice, Eddie House is laughing, but twice, when they beat the Warriors when they lost to the Warriors in that series, they beat the Warriors twice with defense, held them under 95 points. Melo doesn't play a lick of defense. He's not the offensive player he once was. They're losing Trevor Ariza, and people are glossing over this. That is a massive loss defensively. Great two-way player. Carmelo Anthony's going to go in there. Hey, I'm not sitting on the bench. I'm starting. Who are you going to start over me? Ryan Anderson? He'll laugh at that. Carmelo is going to be a disaster in Houston. I think they precipitously fall from 65 wins.
The weird thing about Carmelo is this is a analytic-driven organization. That's what Houston is. Houston is, not everybody. The Knicks pushed, Byron Scott pushed. A lot of people push back. That's fine. But they've been all in on analytics. Melo's not a great analytic player. He is very much old school. So I don't know if it's a disaster because he's still a gifted player. But we have the combination of it's an analytic organization, not Melo's strength, and Mike D'Antoni is a mostly passive leader. He's not a fist pumper. He's not a Pat Riley. Right. He's not some young Brad Stevens where he's this academic. Mike is a player's coach. He doesn't push back. He struggles with confrontation. At some point, I think whoever coaches the Rockets would be best served if they had a little harder edge. Melo's got $150 million net worth. You got to get in his grill a little bit.
Good luck.
And I just wonder about the coach, the analytics, and the aging player.
I think they have the right leader, and it's not Mike D'Antoni. And as you know, the leaders that run the team basically are the players. The players ultimately run what's going on out there and affect everything. And you have Chris Paul as your leader. He's your anchor. He's the guy that's setting the tone for James, for Clint, for everything out there. Mike D'Antoni was going to do X's and O's. He's going to do substitution patterns. He's going to do what's best for him and what's best in his skill set. But CP is their leader, and as you saw when he went out, it changed the whole the course of the series. So defensively, are they going to take a little bit of a downswell because Trevor is an immensely important part of their team? Yes. But I think Melo gives them a different way of performing on the offensive end. They give you a different guy when they can't score, when James is a little run down, or if CP goes out again.
Oh, well, they missed 27 threes again.
Is he a starter?
I don't know, but I think this is a different situation for Melo because Melo is joining them. He's not traded there. He's saying, I want to be a part of what you have going on. And that's a different perspective as a player rather than you're looking at the guy on your roster and he's not better than me and I'm trying to fit in rather than just I know what I'm getting into. He's going to have a conversation with D'Antoni, a CP, and James Harden, and I'm going into you guys' culture. I'm trying to do what's best for us to win rather than just me just coming on the team.
This is tricky for me because last year when CP3 went to Houston, I was like, there's no way it works. Yeah. There's no way we're two ball-dominant guards that need the ball in their hand. It's not going to be enough basketball to go around. But what happened was they were able to figure it out. They were perfect for Mike D'Antoni's system. A guard that can handle a pick and roll, that can shoot the three, that can finish at the rim and make plays for others. Those two guys are perfect for a system. Melo, when he played with Mike D'Antoni, the first go-around, experiment number one, all his numbers went down. It didn't work. He doesn't fit into that system. So for me, it's tricky to say that it's not going to work because I said that last year about them. To me, the way that it can work is if Melo checks his pride at the door, swallows his pride and say, hey, you know what? Whatever it is you guys need me to do, I'm going to do it. I know I'm not the best defender, but I'm going to be giving effort and I'm going to try everything I can do. It's not going to be any plays off on the defensive end. If he's able to do that, I think that it can work. And he has a guy that's in his ear, one of his best friends, right. CP. I think that goes a long way in reeling a guy in with you because he trusts you and y'all have that friendship. So he'll listen to you before he'll listen to D'Antoni.
Swallow his pride, Eddie. What percentage chance is Carmelo going to do that? He's never done that.
Everybody has to do it at some point, though. Think about what D-Wade did last year. D-Wade, we're talking about two superstars. We never seen a guy like this guy right here can really, really score, right? Melo can score. Defense is not his strong suit. Everybody doesn't have everything. But if you're able to maximize his talents and put him in with this team and he's able to say, this is what my role is and accept it, I think it can work. But it's going to be really tough.
Well, when you have a leader like CP who can get the best out of Melo, that's what we get when we see Olympic Melo. Melo takes a step back, swallows his pride, and just does what he does, and CP fits it and makes the pieces work. And I think that's what we'll get. When you're playing next to a true friend and a guy that you respect, and I can give you input and give you corrective and criticism on what is going on and what you think can help you, I think you get a better Melo. And I think
what does help Melo, when he was in Oklahoma City, Paul George is a wing scorer. He's a wing scorer.
Right.
It's an odd fit. And Westbrook's very ball-centric. If you look at Houston, you could make the argument they don't have a wing scorer.
They don't.
They could use a 6'8" guy in a wing that can shoot.
2 point guards.
This is the thing with their system, though. It's not like they're going to give it to the wing and say go to work. It's ball movement, and if it's not really that much ball movement. It's all funneled through CP and James Harden. Now, is Carmelo going to be able? Is he going to be all right with standing in the corner or standing on the wing and waiting to get the pass and not having his number called?